Alright guys, here you go. Do you think I should just replace that with something else? Or do you think I should just get it all retiled? What do you reckon? I could make videos in my other kitchen, which is modern. This is Spanish, you know. I want to come in here, you know what I mean? I like it in here. I just don't like the background. Does it matter? Doesn't matter, does it? If I put sugar in there, well, sweetener. So, I've been thinking about this Jamie Carragher thing. I did a video earlier today, spineless Jamie Carragher. That's not me calling him spineless, that's what people are saying online in response to his comments yesterday about Fenway Sports Group, you know, not absolutely no way to blame for anything that's happening at Liverpool at the moment, anything, you know. That wasn't the exact quote, you know me, I'm very specific about those things, but that's basically what he was saying. If you watch the previous video, I read exactly what he said. And then obviously, you know, like, someone commented about his association to Melwood in the comments section, and there's a lot of that on social media today, and it's like, so who was it that purchased Melwood? The housing association or group called Taurus, I think, not Torres, but Taurus, I think. And then you got the Fowler and Carragher academies. I think they merged or whatever, and they set up there, didn't they, at Melwood, and they're partnered with that company at Melwood. And then recently it came out that Liverpool Football Club apparently, you know, are looking at buying it back or something, I don't know, for the Liverpool ladies. And some people seem to think, or have the opinion today, rightly or wrongly, that because Carragher is financially connected in, whether you want to say directly, indirect, I don't know, with this Torres group, that by being positive towards Fenway Sports Group could help people associated to Melwood at the moment in terms of a sale. I don't know. This is just like all comments that I'm seeing today. Look, I'll be honest with you. You know, I like to be as honest as I can. I'm honest, but what I mean is I'm not educated on everything. Do you know what I mean, guys? I'm trying to get the milk open. I can't get the milk open. So, you know, I don't really understand a lot of you know, finance and things like that, and big business and that, because it's not something that I've ever been involved with. Rich T, that'll be watching this video, check for him in the comments. He's commented once today already. He is, you know, he is involved in finance, and I don't just mean like, I just like massive acquisitions. He's very, you know, he's involved with people in the Middle East. With these big, you know, Rich T, he'll be in there. He's a KopTalk member. He's someone that I consider a friend that I've met before, thanks to the website. I love Rich, he's mint. But I don't have his knowledge, you know, about things like that. I don't know the ins and outs of Melwood today. You know, I don't know anything about Taurus, the housing group. I don't know if Fowler and Carragher are directly, you know, involved with that group. If they work with them, they are indirectly involved. Or I don't know. It's indirect, direct. It's business. It's business. However way you look at it, and it could even be just friendship. And you know, like, I don't know. I'm going to leave all that to you guys to speculate. I speculate about. I don't know. I genuinely do not know. I read a few articles today. You know what Liverpool fans are like, or football fans? They're saying, yeah, Jamie Carragher, you're saying this because you're trying to help that deal to do with Liverpool ladies going back to Melwood. I don't know. Is that fair? Is that fair? Is that one conspiracy too far? Is it clutching? No. I mean, you know, I laid in bed last night thinking about it, and this morning thinking, why is Carragher saying all that? And like I said in my video earlier today, I couldn't find a single reason. You know, because sometimes you've got to think about former Liverpool players that are ambassadors for Liverpool Football Club, for example, or maybe they want to be an ambassador for Liverpool Football Club. So it's no different to journalists towing the line that rely on Liverpool Football Club for access. You know, there are career moves that you might be an ambassador, so you obviously aren't going to come out and challenge the owners. You know, if you're benefiting from things under them at the moment, maybe you want him to do something like that, so you wouldn't challenge someone, say anything bad about someone. You know, it's like if Jamie Carragher, for example, had a negative opinion about Sky Sports, I'm sure he's going to keep it to himself because he's employed by Sky Sports. But it's just interesting reading the comments today saying, you know, Jamie Carragher, he sold himself out, he's an FSG apologist, he owns Melwood, you know. Yeah, nice one, Jamie. You know, you're helping negotiations there by, you know, saying how nice FSG are and you don't blame them, and that's going to help this deal to do with Liverpool ladies. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting, though, isn't it? What do you think, guys? Do you really think that Jamie Carragher is positive about FSG at the moment because it is somehow related to Melwood and his involvement with Melwood and this Taurus thing? What do you think? Don't shoot me down, right? I'm just asking the questions, what people are talking about today. Being a Liverpool fan right now. Dear, do you remember the days we used to talk about the football? Oh, dear me. Look, there's more pressing things to worry about, like what Magna do with that picture behind me. See, I don't like that picture, guys. Rubbish, isn't it? I hope she's not watching these videos. Oh, dear. You alright? Oh, he's eating his bone. Right, I'm off. That's it. Just a quick vid. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think there is anything in that at all? Is there anything in that at all? Would you say, well, he's trying, you know, he don't want to get in the way, you know? I mean, it's not necessarily financially, any financial gain. It could be just like he's trying to help his mates out and say, yeah, let's keep them sweet and that, but, you know, we're going to get, you know, get that deal done. I mean, I don't even know how this Liverpool ladies setup works. My only experience of the Liverpool ladies, I remember KopTalk back in the day. This would have been around 1999 to 2000. And I tried to, on the website, KopTalk.com, alright? Back then, Liverpool fans all around the world did not have the availability of information and coverage of Liverpool Football Club today. There was no official LFC website, for example, when I started KopTalk. And I tried to do everything. Like, listen, I used to go to the newspaper shop, you know, on a Sunday especially, and buy all the newspapers. And if there was, apart from one, although my haters, they always say, oh, he reads the Sun and all that, because apparently that's how you hurt someone that's involved in Liverpool. I don't read the Sun, but if I wanted to, it would be my decision. I personally don't want to read the Sun. I won't let anyone tell me what I can and can't do. It's my own decisions. I don't do that. But my haters, they've always had this obsession that he reads the Sun, right? So I would buy the newspapers, and we didn't have like scanners back in the day, you know. So these newspapers at the time didn't have websites with all the same articles online. So let's say you bought the Sunday Mirror, right? And it had a 2-page spread on a Liverpool player or a former Liverpool player or Liverpool football, anything to do with Liverpool. You couldn't go online and find the same article and copy and paste it onto the website. I didn't have a scanner, you know, where you lift the cover up and put the paper on and scan the text into, is it OCR? Some recognition, I don't know, recognition software that would scan the image and then turn it into text and copy and paste. You couldn't do any of that back then. And I was a young lad, you know, in my 20s or whatever, and I genuinely wanted to help Liverpool fans around the world because I had a Liverpool supporting friend that lived in Malta. And when I was 15, 16, going to Malta all the time, multiple times a year, because my dad, my late father's family lived out there, his mum and all that. You probably wonder why I didn't say grandma or nana, because he was my stepdad, you know. So it was just, he was my stepdad. But he was, to me, it was dad. I called him dad. To me, he wasn't my real dad biologically, but he was dad. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't involved with his parents at that time. She passed away. I never got to meet her. See how I tried to be like really like, I don't know. Anyway, so I used to go to Malta a lot when I was a young teenager, and there was a lad out there that supported Liverpool. And well, I say a lad, he was an older lad. He worked in the hotel that I used to stay in sometimes. When I used to go over, I used to take over magazines, Match magazine and Shoot magazine, right, from England, and I would take them over, like I'd save them each week and then take them over and give them to him. And he used to be so appreciative of that. He loved it. You know, I mean, he was like a real good lad. And I used to send them from England as well when I got a bit older and could afford the postage. You know, when I started working and things. You know, and when you're 15, you don't have any money, do you? And I always thought about him and how he was so grateful and appreciative that he could get all this stuff. I mean, I don't know if you're for, you know, the Maltese Liverpool supporters are amazing. They really, really are diehards. We talk about the fans in the Middle East and stuff like that. The Maltese Liverpool supporters are some of the most passionate fans I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you could get them magazines out there, maybe. I don't know, I have no idea, but he used to be very, very appreciative. So when I started KopTalk, I used to think of people like that. Because the internet wasn't like it was now, guys, right? So I used to buy these newspapers and I would spend hours typing up these like full articles and then I used to send them out by email to my mailing list before I had the website, and then that became KopTalk, and people all over the world could read what was in the English newspapers about Liverpool Football Club, and they loved it. And I felt mint. I was like, yeah, and I did it for free. I didn't get paid for it. It was my hobby. KopTalk, you know, it was a hobby. It's still a hobby now, but that's how it started, and it was such a nice feeling, you know, helping other Liverpool supporters out around the world and that. It was good. So I publish all these like news articles from the newspapers, you know, to help Liverpool fans all over the world. And I went to the reserve games. You couldn't get any of that information back then. I was good. I'll be honest, I was good, and I resent it all today. All these people that come along now have got all that, and I really put the effort in. Do you know what I mean? My involvement, the only involvement with the Liverpool ladies was I was trying to give the fans everything. And there was a Liverpool ladies side back then, and I reached out to them and said, I really want to like include like a bit of stuff about the women's football. Must have been mental, but you know, and would you like me to do that? And the Liverpool ladies side then wasn't really Liverpool Football Club, if this makes sense. It's not how it was seen. And they were like, oh God, we would love that. And I said, yeah, I was thinking of doing like a wiki column, you know, and putting the results on and all this. And they were like, yeah, man, we like that. That was my only involvement. But when I announced I was going to do it, right, I put it on KopTalk, so we're going to, you know, don't take, you know, the Mickey lads, you know, whatever, at the time. I said, well, we're going to touch on the women's football, you know, we're going to mention the results and whatnot. Liverpool Football Club stepped in immediately and stopped it, right? So the people that ran Liverpool ladies at the time contacted me and said, "I'm sorry, can't do it anymore." And I went, "Well, what are you on about? I thought there's no coverage of you online anywhere at the moment. I thought you wanted the exposure, wanted people to read and learn." And he went, "Oh, we really do, and we're so grateful. But since you told everyone you're going to do that now, Liverpool Football Club, they've told us they want to do something." Right, so it was no major loss to me or anything. It didn't make any difference really. But I was just trying. That was my only involvement with the ladies, and obviously, ladies' football team today. Football is a growing thing. If you like that kind of thing, I don't. I'm not interested in it at all. But that was my only involvement with Liverpool ladies, and today I don't really understand it. I don't know anything about any of it. I don't want to. I don't know how it works, financially and operational as part of Liverpool Football Club. I genuinely do not know. So it just falls under that category of Liverpool Football Club, and Liverpool Football Club obviously falls under FSG, as they own all of this. But anyway, we're going off a little bit there. So I don't understand anything to do. All I know is that what you're the same as you probably do is that Jamie Carragher tweeted recently, in January, that Liverpool Football Club were now trying to buy Melwood, where they're involved with, great stuff that Fowler and Carragher, managed to. Just Melwood's a very special place, I think, and it should never have been sold in the first place, in my opinion. That's another reason I don't like these owners. To be honest with you, decisions like that, to some people they won't understand that, but I mean that's a video for another day. But it was great when it was like saved, like the fact that there was still going to be this Liverpool connection. Carragher tweets out that Liverpool are now trying to buy back that or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But all I do know is a lot of people today, not me, a lot of people today are online saying, "Alright, yeah, Jamie, it's funny how you've got this view about FSG all of a sudden because you're involved with Melwood, that it's all..." Oh, God, it's drama, Lemmy. Drama. Terrible.